God, there we go. All right, another day, another chance to freaking enjoy the moment and live out our dreams. That's my corny line of the day. But for real though, this meditation is gonna kick booty. And I'm talking out of this world kind of stuff. So we're gonna get right to it. We have 21 minutes on the clock and it is running. And if you want to meditate with me, check the description down below. You can put that into ChatGPT, get your own personalized transcendental meditation mantra, blast off with me. And that's the funny thing. Each one of these meditations is, man, almost like a trip for me, you know, like I don't know, because like the whole idea with like psychedelics, for instance, is it takes the ego out of the equation so you can just enjoy like the interconnectedness of everything. And that's what these meditations are here to do. That's what the mantra is here to do. That's why personalizing it is so important. So, end of my rant, we got 20 minutes and 8 seconds. Let's freaking do this. Alright, I got lots to say about that meditation, and I will see y'all in the car. Alright, so yeah, that was freaking sweet. This is sometime we got, it's been 3 hours since, no, that's not right. Yeah? Little over 3 hours since the meditation. We headed over to the gym that was very close to my work to get our cardio in, so we're all freaking set. And might I say, I mean, I always try to time it to where I get all of my water in for the day. And today it was just, like, I timed it to where I needed to get a whole gallon of water in by, it's not even 3 yet, but we got our whole gallon in, so we're probably going to be making a pit stop on the way home from here because we have a good 30 minutes until we get there. But anyways, man, where to even begin with that meditation? That was just freaking sweet. It was interesting how I, like, not so much the feeling itself, although that was really cool, because it was just like very tranquil and relaxed and like this extreme state of bliss. Like every time I laugh in those meditations, that's what I'm feeling. But it wasn't so much that, because that's pretty normal at this point for all these meditations. That's why I'm a little surprised more people don't do it, because it's just freaking awesome that way. But it was more so the approach to the meditation that really got me on this one. So I kind of went into these meditations when I first started just thinking like, man, I just gotta freaking concentrate. I just gotta I'm gonna just stay on this mantra. I'm gonna unwavering attention. I am just not gonna be distracted at all. And what do you know? Going into it with that mindset, turns out I was probably more freaking distracted than just going into it nice and relaxed and gentle and, you know, just kind of being very, like gentle with it. That's what really gave me the most mental gains, so to speak. It wasn't I just really need to get into this and just nail it, because then you just put too much pressure on yourself. That's when it begins to be more of like an ego thing than connecting with the mantra kind of thing. It's more so like, yeah, I'm a freaking badass. I can concentrate on this meditation, and then you just start to, you know, get a little more aggressive with it, just to feel like you're concentrating. But, you know, different strokes for different folks. It might work for some people, but for me, I mean, it's kind of like when I'm doing cardio. Like, I don't want to be just super into it, like aggressive. And like I said, that works for some people, but I just want to be chilling on my phone, not really, like cardio is meant to be, you know, a little bit challenging, but it's like, for me, it's kind of relaxing, you know. It's like yeah, there's the challenge of, okay, I gotta push past, you know, at least a little discomfort to make sure that I'm making some considerable gains, but I'm not like super intense about it. You know, I just get on the treadmill, I have my phone, I just do my thing. So sometimes I even have a book, because, you know, if I'm feeling it, then I'm feeling it. But it's the same thing with meditation. Like, you want to get into it not with this mindset of, yeah, I'm just gonna like be super aggressive about it. Like, you're more so getting into it like, all right, there's the mantra, let's get a mental pump, you know. And I think that's the approach that I really favor for the most part, because getting a pump for me, it's a very positive thing. Like I just have a lot of good memories, you know, with friends and in high school and college, like going to the gym and getting a pump, that's freaking sweet. Like, sign me up. That sounds dope. And it's kind of the same mentality with going to the gym or with meditating. You know, like, even though you're alone and you could be doing it with people, but for me, you know, I do all these meditations alone. It's more so like I'm just here to get a mental pump, and that makes it way more enjoyable for me. But part of that, you know, this is what I was kind of thinking when I was getting distracted during the meditation was, it's like, so if you want to concentrate, you have to be gentle about it. Like, I mean, there's no way around it. I mean, like, or I should say, like, you don't have to be gentle, but if you want to be concentrating for a long period of time, you kind of have to be gentle, because if you're going into it like aggressive and kind of angry, then it just gets tiring. Like, man, it's just like putting in that much effort for that long of time. Oh my gosh, that sounds freaking exhausting at the end of the day, and I don't think it's very sustainable. So I mean, that's the approach that really helped me today, and honestly helps me with a lot of these meditations. Is I'm going into it like I'm just getting a mental pump, you know, and that makes it a lot more enjoyable for me. But yeah, I mean, this goes along with like learning and all these other things that has to do with like optimal mental performance. Is anytime you get into a flow state, right, you're not very, you're just kind of in the zone, and it's almost like you're relaxed in this very high effort, if that makes any sense. Like, it's like you're effortlessly doing something that requires a lot of effort. And so that's the same thing with this meditation, where it's like, all right, you have the mantra, and that's kind of that's like your guardrail, right? But then you also have the way you go about it, and that's equally as important as the mantra. And so doing it very gently and just, you know, getting a mental pump, or honestly finding any way that works for you to make it enjoyable, freaking go for it. That's what this is all about. Because for me, like, meditation still falls in the scope of bodybuilding, because for one, manages stress, which is huge in bodybuilding, but also too, it makes the whole process a lot more enjoyable when you can actually focus on it in a very relaxed way, because then you'll probably fall into flow states a lot more often. So that's just kind of my 2 cents on it. But yeah, that was meditation number 2 for the day, and it is 3:01 now. So man, we have checked off all the boxes today. I mean, we didn't have any training. That also helps. So I felt fully recovered on Saturday, and that was after my whole training week. So I wasn't really planning on hitting back, like a full back session that day. It was more so just kind of hitting like a full body, get a little pump, whatever kind of day. But turns out, like, I was like, man, my back feels really freaking good right now. Let's run with it. And so we hit back on Saturday. But for today, we're just freaking relaxing. We are just enjoying it. But anyways, that's kind of where we're landing right now. But anyways, yeah, now we're just gonna go. We just ate and we just did our cardio, so I'm thinking we're probably gonna go to a park since it's so nice out. I mean, this is like blue skies, sunny, pretty warm, and it's been like a very cold winter here in California. So I mean, by California standards, not like we didn't get any snow or anything, at least where I'm at, but it's definitely colder than usual, and everything's relative. So we're gonna enjoy this weather. go to the park, probably get some work done while we're there, and then just enjoy the freaking day. Yeah, probably splice this up, upload it, but yeah, we really got nothing else to add to that. I mean, other than the fact that my coach and I have been talking about competing, because my next milestone, since I'm natural, is to, well, I got peptides in the mix, but you know, that's that. Whether you count that as fully natural or not, whatever. But my coach and I were talking about maybe getting a show in for maybe the next few months, because I'm pretty freaking lean right now. I mean, like I can cut down extremely quickly. So keeping that in mind, like I probably only need about like a 3-4 month prep, and then we'd probably be good, honestly, because it's the start of February. So, you know, by the time we get to like June-ish, that sounds like a good freaking timeline. But I don't know, you know, we'll have to see. It'll kind of be more like a check-in over, you know, because we've had, man, the last time we competed was November of 2024. And so, you know, it's been a year and 3 months since we last competed, which is kind of a long time in bodybuilding standards, but I just kind of wanted to check in, see how we're doing, and then, yeah, that's pretty much it. But, oh my gosh. But yeah, so that's pretty much the freaking plan. We might be competing pretty soon, but yeah, we'll have to see. My whole thing is I just need to gain freaking size right now. And honestly, I've been competing in these untested leagues, so I'm kind of at a major disadvantage since I'm not taking anything that they're taking, you know. So it's kind of one of those things. But I also, it's interesting because I was watching Sam Sulek today, and he was basically saying, like, it takes what it takes, you know? So that being said, we're probably going to be going for our natural IFBB Pro card pretty soon. And then, you know, if it calls for it, we might be hopping on the sauce. But that's kind of been the predicament that I've been in pretty recently. So I don't know, whatever. I'll not putting too much pressure on it, but at the same time, it would be freaking cool to see, man, like an extra 40 pounds of muscle on this frame. That would be freaking sweet. So we'll have to see. But anyways, that's pretty much freaking it for today. Just a good meditation, cardio. But tomorrow we have a good arm session. So I'm really looking forward to that because I'm purposely resting for today. I'm going to be getting quite a bit of recovery going with, you know, lacrosse ball, foam roll, you know, a lot of massage work. That's what I'm going to be doing, you know, in a little bit. I'm going to enjoy not being in traffic today because we're driving home pretty early right now, and we're hopefully going to beat the rush. But either way, we are going to freaking destroy some arms right now, get a great meditation in tomorrow, just enjoy the freaking beautiful day. But anyways, my friends, I will see you tomorrow for